Good morning. Time now to bring you sports here on the AM show with me, Muftao Nabila Abdullah. The government of Ghana has cut the Black Stars budget for Mali and charge of about $732,000. According to the Minister of Sports and Recreation, the Ghana Football Association presented a budget of about $2 million. But the ministry, after review, decided to cut down the budget, and that included removing winning bonuses management committee had decided to pay themselves. It began as more of a promise and maybe a comment that was made to satisfy Ghanaians. On the floor of Parliament, John Dramani Mahama said his government was going to make public national expenditure when it comes to the national teams.
I've instructed my office and the Minister for Sports and Recreation to hold the Ghana Football Association accountable to the people of Ghana as we prepare for these games, especially regarding the budget of the FA. There will be no secrecy in how much the government spends on the national teams. The budgets presented by the FA and other sports associations must be known by the public. After all, it is the taxpayers' funds that are used to fund these activities.
In the press conference room of the Ministry of Sports and Recreation, those comments that he made, the minister has finally adhered to them and revealed financial details of the Black Stars ahead of their World Cup qualifiers against Chad and Mali.
Ghana versus Chad, which is the away game that will be played on the 4th September. The original estimates for that game was about $1,239,090. But after we went through it and took off what we thought must be taken off, this was reduced to $856,890 US dollars, meaning that per the arrangement that His Excellency have directed us to work with, a savings of $382,200 was realized in the way. This was done through either reduction of some of the items, line items, or completely taking some of them off.
Kofi D. Adams also revealed that the previous administration never at any point questioned any financial estimates that were submitted to this very office. And what it meant was that management committee members of the Black Stars walked away with $10,000 winning bonus, while the players were receiving just $5,000.
Per the previous arrangement, management team members will be paid winning bonuses. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama thinks otherwise, that no, supervise, you will be given your per diem, but you will not be paid any winning bonus. Manage the team, supervise the team, let the team qualify for the tournament. And when it does, you will be rewarded appropriately. So the management, the 6-7 management team members are no longer part of those who take the winning bonus. That is completely off the budget line now. The bonus for officials was just the same as the bonus for the assistant coaches. They were also to receive $10,000.
From the press conference room of the Ministry of Sports and Recreation for Joy Sports, I am Muftao Nabila Abdullah. And to the Black Stars, the team, they have arrived in N'Djamena ahead of that Thursday World Cup qualifier against Chad. It is a match day 7 encounter. The senior national team currently sits at the top of the group with 15 points, 3 points more than second place team Comoros. Ghana, if they win this game, will be going to 18 points and probably could put themselves in the pole position to qualify for the tournament, because match day 7 will see second place Comoros come up against third place Mali. And it is possible a draw will be in favor of the Black Stars, as they will be opening about a 5-point gap in their group. And next week, Monday, the Black Stars will be coming up against Mali in a contest that could secure qualification to the next edition of the FIFA World Cup that will be taking place in the USA, Mexico, and Canada. The Democracy Cup now, and the Parliament of Ghana, they have presented the trophy to our President John Dramani Mahama. The Speaker of Parliament, Alban Babin, says that the Democracy Cup is one that is meant to unite the country. According to him, democracy is the ultimate soul of this country. It is important that everyone who is associated to football patronize this event.
Babin, accompanied by a delegation of sports dignitaries, presented the 2025 Democracy Cup trophy to the president at the Jubilee House ahead of this year's competition. The presentation formed part of a tour of key government institutions and prominent national figures.
Today, we bring this journey to its rightful climax here at the presidency. Before you, Your Excellency, the Commander-in-Chief of the Ghana Armed Forces, the Head of State and Head of Government, and the President of the Republic of Ghana. This is because the presidency stands as the ultimate custodian of our national unity and the embodiment of our collective aspirations as a people.
In his response, President Mahama praised the Speaker's decision to link democracy with sport, saying it has created a platform to engage young people while highlighting the values of democratic governance.
The Speaker's initiative in instituting this cup is very commendable. By linking democracy, By linking democracy with sports, he has created an innovative platform that engages the energies of our youth, inspires our citizens, and raises awareness about the centrality of democratic governance to Ghana's peace, stability, and progress. Since 1992, Ghana has chosen the path of constitutional democracy. Along this journey, we have encountered challenges, but we've also made remarkable progress. Our democracy has provided a framework for peaceful transitions of power, the protection of human rights, and the expansion of our civic freedoms, and also the participation of our citizens in shaping their own future and destinies. Mr. Speaker, in conclusion, I want to thank you for this thoughtful initiative. I accept the Democracy Cup not as a personal honor, but on behalf of the people of Ghana whose resilience and faith continue to sustain our democracy. May this cup remind us daily that democracy is not an event, but a living process, a process that we must all work together to protect and deepen for generations to come.
The 2025 edition of the Democracy Cup will take place on Friday, September 5, at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium.
Let's do some women's CAF Champions League football now. And Ghana's police ladies, they lost 4-1 to ASEC Mimosas on Tuesday. My colleague Lawrence Bedo watched the game and has details in this report.
They came into this competition with loads of objectives, loads of potential, and loads of goodies in their bags. But police ladies will be unable to represent Ghana at the CAF Women's Champions League 2025 to be staged in Tanzania. This comes after their defeat to ASEC Mimosa in the ongoing Wafubi Women's Champions League qualifier semi-final clash earlier on Tuesday. Ghana's police ladies lost by 4-1, which meant that their hopes of making the final of this competition was cut short following that defeat to the host team. After conceding just 1 goal in the opening half, police ladies were largely undone in the second half, where they went on to concede 3 more goals. They, however, grabbed a consolation through Sarah Nyako, but it wasn't enough to secure them a place in the next round of the competition. For head coach Isim Bazigi, his side faced a stronger team that unsettled them from minute 1 until the very end of the game.
You play with a team that was well organized, and they frustrate you, to deny you to play your game. And when you don't have creative players at a point, this is how you are going to face the challenges, because many of our players were not creative enough, and they played certain pattern which really broke our midfield and then our defense line.
However, believes that his side will have to recover from that damaging loss to ASEC Mimosa and prepare themselves for the third place match where they will face Usra from Burkina Faso.
It's normal in a game. You win, you cry. You lose, you cry. So let them cry. They should keep crying at the point. By the time we get to our hotels, they'll be okay. So allow them to keep crying and then wear off the what do you call it, the sadness in them. Then we prepare them psychologically for the next game, which is also we can play for a pride. To get a third place is also something that is not bad.
The chance to represent Wafubi in the CAF Women's Champions League is over for Police Ladies and for UC Bazigi, who was hoping to become the first person to qualify 2 different Ghanaian clubs to that stage on the continent. However, there's a lot for this team to learn as far as this competition is over. They'll have to go back to the drawing board, win the league, hopefully, and then get back onto this stage and try for the second time, just like Ampem Dakwa Ladies did when they failed to qualify in 2022, but eventually made that stage in 2023. Police Ladies will take to the pitch once again for that third place playoff game against USFA, as mentioned earlier. But then this evening, it's all a wrap, as Bayelsa Queens have also beaten USFA to make the final of this competition, where they will be facing ASEC Mimosa in that final on Friday, September 5th. From Charles Konan Bani Stadium, Lawrence Baidu for Joy Sports.
And this is how we wrap up the AM Sports here with me, Muftau and Nabila Abdullah. Coming up next is a newspaper review.